Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your SST class. This is the third video of this week, and today we will continue with chapter number 5. But before starting the topic, I would like to say that please watch these videos because these videos are very helpful for you, and we have just worked very hard for this. So please watch these videos and try to understand all the things. If you will face any problem, any difficulty, you can ask during the online classes. Let us start. As we had started chapter number 5, the Southern Plateau, we will continue with the same chapter. Okay, in previous classes, I had taught you about plateau, that what is plateau, where the southern plateaus are located, and it has been divided into two parts by the Narmada river. It is divided into two parts. First one is known as the Central Highlands and second one is Deccan Plateau. In previous class, I had taught you about Central Highlands. Today I am going to explain you about the Deccan Plateau. So let us start. Deccan Plateau. First, just see about Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau is a large plateau in western and southern India. Okay, in western as well as in southern India, it is the large plateau. It rises to 100 meters in the north and to more than 1000 meters in the south. Okay, right now I will show you through the map, then it will become more clear. Okay, forming a raised triangle within the south pointing triangle of the Indian coastline. Okay, let us see through the map. Here, this area. You can see this is river Mahanadi. Okay. River Mahanadi, it divides the southern plateau. Okay, this is the southern plateau area from here, this whole area. So it divides into two parts. This one is the Central Highlands and this part is the Deccan Plateau region. Okay, this is the Deccan Plateau region divided by river Mahanadi. The name Deccan derived from the Sanskrit word Dakshin. Okay, which means south. Dakshin means what? South. So it covers, you can see over there, it covers the southern part. Okay, so Deccan means only Dakshin, south. It extends from the Satpura hills in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. Okay, in the north it extends from Kanyakumari in the north. It extends from the Satpura hills from here. Okay, it extends from this part, Satpura hills, and it ends till Kanyakumari, the southernmost tip of our country. Okay, so it ends till Kanyakumari in the south. It is surrounded by the Western Ghats. Here you can see the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. Let me draw again. It is surrounded by here the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. Clear? And these Ghats meets at Nilgiri Hills. Downside it meets together. These two Ghats, Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats, meets together, and the point is called as Nilgiri Hill. Okay, Nilgiri Hills. So it is divided by river, the southern plateau is divided by river Narmada in two parts, the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau extends from the Satpura hills in the north till Kanyakumari. Its extension is, and it is in between Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. And Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats meets together at the point Nilgiri Hills. Clear? Now, here you can see Anaimudi. This one is, wait 1 minute. This Anaimudi, it is the highest peak. Anaimudi is the highest peak of this plateau, of Deccan Plateau, and it is in Kerala. Anaimudi in Kerala is the highest peak of Deccan Plateau. Clear? The main rivers, many rivers flows through this area. Okay, the main rivers are Mahanadi, Godavari, Kaveri and Krishna. These are the main rivers which originates from Deccan Plateau region. Okay, and they flows through east and falls into Bay of Bengal. Okay, they flows through east and falls into Bay of Bengal here. Okay, here this part is Bay of Bengal. So these, and this region is the Deccan Plateau region. So they falls into the Bay of Bengal. Okay, these rivers flows through east and falls into Bay of Bengal. Next, these are the main rivers which originates these rivers originates from the Deccan Plateau only: Mahanadi, Godavari, Kaveri and Krishna. Narmada and Tapi, those rivers that Krishna, Kaveri and Mahanadi, Godavari, these rivers flows through westward direction. But this Narmada and Tapi, these rivers flows through west. Okay, sorry, these rivers flows through east. Here these river flows through the east, these river flows through east and these river flows through west. Don't get confused. Okay, Narmada and Tapi flows through towards west and falls into Arabian Sea. Clear? These river falls into Arabian Sea, Narmada and Tapi. And Krishna, Kaveri and Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi and Godavari, these rivers falls into Bay of Bengal. The rivers in this region are seasonal. Okay, these rivers are seasonal rivers, means as the summer comes, these rivers dry up. Okay, so these rivers are the seasonal rivers. And among all these rivers, river Godavari is the longest river. Godavari is the longest river in Deccan Plateau, and Godavari is also known as Dakshin Ganga. Godavari is very sacred river, as Ganga, like Ganga is the sacred river, like that only Godavari is a sacred river in South India. So it is also known as Dakshin Ganga, and it is the longest river in Deccan Plateau region. Many falls are also over there. This is the beautiful picture of, this beautiful picture is of Jog Falls. Okay, you might have heard about Jog Falls. It is in Karnataka. Okay, on Sharavati river. Okay, on which river? Jog Falls is on Sharavati rivers. And how these falls are formed? The rivers in Deccan Plateau flow very fast with great speed. Okay, these rivers flow very fast and with great speed and forms a number of waterfalls. And when it falls from the mountain, it is forming the waterfalls. And this is the beautiful Jog Fall over Sharavati river in Karnataka. Many dams are also in this region. Okay, Nagarjun Sagar Dam and Hirakud Dam are the famous dams of this region. Okay, these are the big dams of this region. Nagarjun Sagar Dam, it is over river Krishna, and Hirakud Dam on river Mahanadi. Okay, when I had taught you dams of India, I had taught you about Nagarjun Sagar Dam and the Hirakud Dam. Okay, so Nagarjun Sagar Dam is over river Krishna, and Hirakud Dam, it is on river Mahanadi. This Deccan Plateau region is very rich in minerals also. Minerals like iron, mica and gold are found here. Many gold mines are also there. The popular Kolar gold mine and Hutti gold mine are the major gold mines of this region. Okay, and these both gold mines are in Karnataka. This plateau is sometimes known as storehouse of minerals, as many minerals are found in this area, so it is known as the storehouse of minerals. Okay, let me show you the picture of Kolar gold mine also. Here you can see, this is the picture of gold mine, Kolar gold mine. Okay, gold is extracted from these mines. This is the picture of Kolar gold mine. And here you can see, this is the picture of Hutti gold mine. Okay, from these places golds are extracted. In Deccan Plateau, some hill stations are also there, very popular hill station. You might have heard the name Kodaikanal and Ooty. Okay, these are the famous hill station of this region. Let me show you one picture. This is beautiful Kodaikanal. This is the picture of Kodaikanal. So these are the hill stations of Deccan Plateau region. Okay. In next class, I will explain you the lifestyle of the Deccan Plateau region, which states comes in this region. Okay, as it covers very big area, so many states comes under this region, and how people of these regions are living, how people of these regions are spending their lives, what are the main occupations of the people, what they eat, which type of dresses they used to wear. All these things I will explain you in next class. So just keep watching the videos. Till then, bye bye.